Tom Grossi's in the building.
I do hate the Vikings. Yeah.
The Detroit Lions got Brian Branch. The Packers could have had Brian Branch.
Mahomes just fires it and intercepted! P for the D! Going deep for it, going for it all. Caught! And nobody's there! Run! What happened, Bears? What happened? Who would have thought?
I know. Look at us.
Quick throw!
Oh!
No! No!
Let's make some noise.
He's gotta go finish the story!
Oh my God.
Wait, he caught that? This game is on drugs.
Sorry, wow, that was just must have inhaled too much.
Wide right again? Why would you do this, scriptwriter? Half a freaking frackin' million people. We raised a frickin' frackin' $1 million for charity.
The NFL Fan of the Year is Green Bay Packers fan Tom Grossi.
That's me.
It's frickin' frackin' time.
Grossi Posse Packers! Nation, welcome to an episode of a podcast where you don't want to be Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. It's October. It's spooky season. It's Friday night Q&A. Grossi, how we doing? Oh, yeah, the lung capacity. It's all right. I'm doing all right. Listen, good news so far. We're not out of the woods yet, but good news. Took Sinclair to the vet today. Had a couple extra bumps. They only aspirated one. They're like, all right, one. They think it's just going to be a fatty cell, so that we rocking. We rocking. It looks like so far, so good we're going to get tested back, but Sinclair be rocking. Should be rocking. Doesn't seem like there's any cancer that we'd have to drop kick and surgery again, so it is good. It is good, because we don't want to go through that again. Too many times. Too many times. Yeah. It was blurry. Well, you got to fix it on your thing, my friend. Put it on an HD. Hit that little gear. Put it on an HD. That's it. It's rocking right now. We're rocking and we're rolling. Hey, come on now. It's great. It's great. It's Friday. We made it to the weekend. We survived. All matters. Should the Commanders no, I think the Commanders, you're rocking right now. I think the thing that's standing out is just how efficient Jaden Daniels is. What is it, like some crazy, like 84% or something like that? It's absolutely insane. So if he can keep playing mistake-free football, they're going to wind up winning games. So, too clear? Sorry, that's on me. That's on me. Sorry. It's true. It's true. Let's see, how many games I'm streaming 3. I didn't think I was streaming 3, but then I forgot that the London game was happening. So, I'll be streaming the London game, the Packers game, and then the Sunday Night Football game. So, that's it. Oh, yeah, we got the notebook. Yeah, I was going to put out a Thursday night skit. I shot it. I started editing it, and I didn't like it. It wasn't good enough for me to put out, so it got ixnayed, and instead I'm going to save it for scripted. So, we'll see. Week 5 too early for a bye week. I mean, you're going to have 2 bye weeks or something when they add another week, so it's pretty early. I mean, there is, I hate having an early bye week because there's a lot of season left to be played. A lot of season. So, it's going to be a time. Yeah, it's going. Hey, Schmutz, let's go. Let's go. I got those standards. Yeah, no more interpretive dance. No, I literally shot the whole thing. No, I had Ted in it and had Jeffrey Bezos in it. I had the whole thing, but it just wasn't funny enough. I was like, didn't hit enough. So, nay. What do I think the Vikings' record's going to be? Oh, I got to take a look at their schedule, but what I have them at to begin with? I forget what I had their ceiling at, but 10, 11 games, somewhere around there, most likely. So, we'll see. All right, we'll see. Wisconsin fall through thanks to not landing the job. How do I not dwell on it? If I had an opportunity to move to Wisconsin, fall through thanks to not landing the job. How do I not dwell on it? Well, it didn't happen. I mean, you can be upset about it. Yeah, just be upset about it. You know, gotta process it. If you're upset, be upset. And then move on to the next thing. That's it. Adrian, with a fire. Tom, how are you? How about that Thursday game? Bro, we saw the best Thursday night game We've seen in a hot minute. That was pretty good. Both defenses kind of throwing themselves out the window and saying, nay, we're not going to do this whole defense thing. But Kirk Cousins, man, 500 freaking fracking yards, 509, right? Baker Mayfield had a great night. Bro, insanity. Eli with Tour, just touchdown LA. Let's get this dub Sunday. Let's go. I did not see the Godzilla. I did not see that. The Blu-ray pre-orders are out. I did not see that. I did not. Good to know. Good to know. Mickey, what they fired. Think the Browns would be better if they benched Watson and started Winston. I don't know how much worse it could get there. I mean, like, again, Watson made some plays against the Raiders. One got called back, but yeah, the problem is, like, you could start Winston. That's fine. When you get Nick Chubb back, maybe if that guy's going to win you more games, you rock and roll. But the problem is that paycheck, still going to have to get paid. Like, with a fire. See what Kyle Juszczyk said about Grant Cohen coming into the locker room when they changed? Bro, I did not expect Twitter to turn into that today, where I think it was Torrey Smith saying there was a bunch of meat watchers in the locker room, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I've never interacted with them, at least not that I can remember. But yeah, I don't think Grant is the most popular person in that locker room. That's what I've heard. Avery to fire. Big Falcons fan here. Is at the game, which is why I didn't tune in yesterday. Got to go with my dad and brother. It's now a core memory for us. Hell yeah, Avery. That was a great game to go to as a Falcons fan. Going into overtime, too. Woo! First drive. Done. Kirk was cooking. Go! With a fire, it's Friday. You know what that means. Come on. Let's go. Should I ban myself from watching? Oh, Luke, only if next week is really good. Then you know you're onto something if you're not watching. You know? Space Marine, I know of it. I don't have time to play it. I was going to try and play Inscription today. That hasn't happened yet either. Thomas, what time? Saying, Tom, at my high school's homecoming game tonight, so they play the Timberwolves. Go Rangers. Big game for our Eagles in our first conference against UW Platteville. Hey, crush it, rock it, roll it, Timberwolves. I know Minnesota Timberwolves. Robert, what time? Hope Sinclair is all good. Random question. Do you have any film recommendations from the Weimar Republic? Jeez. Also, Coup from 53 after the delay of game. Pure awesomeness. Any film recommendations from the Weimar Republic? Are you asking, like, that was made during the time or made about the Weimar Republic? Those are two different answers. I don't have any movies off the top of my head. Yeah, the thing that I showed all the time was just It was primary resources and stuff like that, because there was a ton of stuff that was being produced at the time. And there's some really good DBQs that I wound up constructing with a bunch of primary sources. So I don't know about film recommendations, though. Kraken, would it fire? Does Mayo have too much confidence in Brissett? No, I don't think what you're calling what is happening to Jacoby Brissett. I don't think that's coming out of a place of confidence. I think that's coming out of a place of, hey, our offensive line is hot poo-poo garbage. We also just lost our center, and if we put Drake May back there, he's going to get obliterated. So I don't think it's for confidence. I think it's out of preservation of their rookie QB. So we'll see. Duco, you want fan of the year once? Why should I keep supporting my favorite team if they are not even competitive? Listen. Because you guys got to keep going. You just got to hope that it's better. Because you go through the tough times, makes the good times even better. That's it. And you can say, I was here. I saw it all. Big Al, what they fire. Should Nick Sirianni be fired if the play on the field continues to be bad? I mean, I think he's definitely on the hot seat. I want to see what happens, like when their offense gets back, like AJ Brown, and see what it looks like. But Saquon's been a stud. I think the play is not great overall. But yeah, coaching, you're definitely looking at that too. And that continued last year, right? And they got rid of the coordinators, and they're like, okay, this is the problem. Well, those coordinators are gone now, so we'll see. So see, Terry think Devante Adams return to Green Bay? I don't. Well, it'd be dope to see him in the green and gold again. Packers aren't going to pay for him. Again, they have the cheapest wide receiver room in the league with a ton of potential, so there's no reason for them to do so. Devante's out here putting on his Instagram story, Edgar Allan Poe. Bro, if he actually goes to the Ravens, oh my God, that'd be so much fun. Kingman Fire Second, if you're lying, here's the kicker. You don't have one. Yep. 6 Ventura, bad blood predictions. I feel a final boss return. Well, that's what they were saying, right? Because what's the full card? Let's see. Okay, so Damian Priest versus Finn. They'll probably give it to Damian. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. I love that Dominic Mysterio is in a shark tank above the ring. That's godly. It depends on how long they want to keep going with this. They might give it to Liv. They might. Nia Jax, Bailey, they'll give it to Nia. CM Punk, McIntyre, that's the tough one. Do they give CM Punk the face win? Or McIntyre, who's just more of an everyday? I don't know. That's tough. They might give it to Drew. And then, yeah, I think Cody and Roman win, and then, yeah, you're going to have the final boss potentially show up. Especially that's not main eventing, which, by the way, Hell in a Cell should be main eventing. Come on now. Gateway Fire. Mom's still trying to recover from COVID. Been exposed so many times in the last 2 weeks. Isn't funny. Hope I don't get taken care of mom. Hey, stay safe. Hope your mom gets well soon. Well, yeah. Listen, drop kick COVID if you got to. You got to do it. You got to do it. That's it. Easier tour. You're going to check out Dragon Ball. Listen, when the new game comes out, I'm going to hopefully check that out or purchase it at some point in the future. I don't know. Like, when they're, like, small, I don't know. I was like, meh. Justin with a fire. Working in an old hospital, which was converted into a haunted house today. Going as Michael Myers to scare people. Wish me luck. Oh, hell yeah, Justin. That sounds like a phenomenal day. Matthew, with a fire time. This month they go to the Bills-Titans game, but also, unfortunately, Bills Hall of Fame. Billy Shaw passed away. Go Bills. R.I.P. And hey, exciting time. I think you should win. You should win. Timber! Thanks for 5 memberships. I appreciate you. Should be able to beat the Titans. Lex with a terror. Tom, how are you? Want to let you know that we sent you an email last night regarding my little brother Luke at like you requested. If you didn't get it, let me know. I'll resend it. Thank you again so much. Please hold. I don't think I got it. Hold on. Hold on to the net. Nope. Thank you so much. Got it. It was in the spam, so I appreciate you. Hold on 1 second. Now I gotta find out where that went now. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Yep. Regarding my little brother Luke. Beautiful. I got you. Thank you for sending that again. Yes, it went right into spam. So that was great. Thank you, and thank you. Yeah, I'll rock out that. If not this weekend, I'll get it to you by next week. 100%. Kevin, appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you. It is spooky season. It is. We're rocking. We're rolling. There you go, JJ. That's dope. Calls out. Yeah, it went totally to spam. But no, thank you. That's why. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Because I would have missed it otherwise. So, yeah, it's always a little difficult during the season to keep up with, but rocking. Yeah, Romeo is doubtful for Sunday, so he has a personal matter that he's attending to, and LaFleur's not really talking about it, which, hey, listen, gotta respect the privacy. I think Watson was doubtful, but Jair is questionable, so that's very good. That is very, very good. Scripted by the Stroud. Listen, there'll be plenty of Stroud's lore. I'm very curious what's going to happen with that Bills game. That Bills Stroud's game is pretty important for the lore, I would say. Jason, 2 years in the posse. Hey, posse rules. Dirty Blonde Tom rules. Finally, somebody sees it. Thank you. Seriously, this community, the chaotic good we continue to do is awesome. It is freaking awesome, man. Over $200,000 raised already in 2024. And, you know, we had the chaotic good sports stuff, which is great. You know, raising some money for all these charities. And then, December. Oh, December is going to be beautiful. 8-hour charity stream. It's be a fun one. Colleen, what's going on? So I do a couples pair costume for a Grossi pair. Say Bruce Springsteen, Gavin and Jerry. A different couple. What you say, Grossi? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't have to necessarily be a couple. It could just be a pair, right? You could do Lenny and Breck. Lenny and Breck is up there, right? Gavin and Jerry, 100%. But Gavin and Jerry, I feel like there's not like the character element. Bruce and Springsteen, 100%. You could do the character element. You do Wildflower and a tree. Yeah, Lenny and Breck, 100. I'm trying to think. Bart and JB now. Come on now. What? Come on. Bart with the... Come on. With the headphones. JB. I'm just saying. You could also go as Greg and his crippling gambling addiction. You could do that too. You know, maybe just like a disclaimer or waiver or something like that. I think I will eat pizza bagels. Oh, pizza bagels. Right, Joe? Woodfire, not the only one with a medical scare today. Mom's in the ER, the heart issue, but all seems good. Oh, okay. Wait. Hopefully. Everything's all good. Hopefully everything stays good. Let's go. Punch, boom, right in the face. That heart issue. Ghost with Fire. Good evening, everybody. Just want to let you know I'm at Valley Scare tonight. Have a spooky good time. Hey, spooky good time. Lots of haunted houses going on. Kevin, welcome to the posse. Appreciate you. Thank you. Shelly and Triton. That's the only answer. That's the only answer. Shelly and Triton. I love it. I love it so much. Absolutely. Oh, also, Ben, I got the package. Did you want me to open it today or you want me to do it before the game? Joseph, what if I? Thanks for the Ace Ventura reference. Let's see. I'm going to delete that complaint I wrote to the Writers Guild. Wait, says my account's been suspended. Strouds. Don't worry, the Strouds. We'll take care of it. Strouds will take it. Shelly and Triton. I mean, come on now. That's a love story that is really at the pinnacle of the GCU. Ed and Janine. Oof. Oof. And guess what? You could do that as a solo costume because Janine never shows up. Matthew, Tom, an idea for a new house. Get some soundproof panels. There are no echoes. Also, the Bills do beat the Strouds. Can you make it so the Bills look very happy to have beaten Diggs? Oh, don't worry. We got plans. And the studio is already soundproof. Not this one in the new house. Joe with a fire. Mr. Grossi, this may not be honored, but I have my own comedic value. What would it take for you to say the F word on stream? I mean, you could see it. There's video of me doing it. You could just go watch an episode of Coach. There's season 3, the live stream. Then there's, where else is it? Oh, that is the Love. Yeah, you're not going to understand what's going on if you have no idea. But if you really want to hear me say the F word, which, that's the place to go. Anger and Lamy. Yeah. Anger and Lamy. Grandpa Cardinal Wildflower. Could do that. Jacob, we're 20. Hope my Chiefs beat the curse wheel and their brother's bad luck at live games. I also want your team to win. I appreciate that. Listen, curse wheel coming. It's coming. Blood Demon and Ambition. That's a good one. Colin and Fire. Tom, I haven't been able to make it to a stream for a while. Congrats on the house. Hope Sinclair's okay. Just curious about the status of Coach. Hey, Colin, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's in progress. So, again, just not rushing it. I was talking about it literally yesterday, too. Yep, it's in progress. That's all I got. I can't rush it. I can't because then it's going to be bad. I've been throwing out more things lately. Like, for example, I wrote scripted on Tuesday, the other scripted for Monday Night Football. Wrote the entire script, hated it. Threw it right in the paper pile. Wrote a new one. That's the one that you saw. And then today, did another one. So I threw out another skip. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's done right. So don't worry, it'll be done before I move. It's gotta be. Don't have a choice. So don't you worry. It's gonna happen. Billy with a fire. One player from each team in the NFC North you would like the Packers to have. Justin Jefferson. Yeah, give me Justin Jefferson. That's easy. From the Bears, I'll take DJ Moore. Why not? And then, actually, no, I'll go Montez Sweat. I'll take Montez Sweat right now. Montez Sweat's pretty good. We don't need another wide receiver. And then from the Lions, I'll take Penei Sewell, because why not? Why not? It's pretty good. Miles with a fire. How do you feel about the Kraken this season? They are going to be using their many tentacles to drag the Stanley Cup down to Davy Jones' locker. Kraken. Let's go. No one to fire. Been a fan a couple years. Love the content. Hey, appreciate you. My question is, you think Daniel Jones would need to do this season to earn another year? For them to win into enough games that they can't trade up? To be honest with you. Yeah, my man's got to throw for like 4,000 yards. He has to throw under 10 interceptions, and he has got to throw at least 30 touchdowns. And again, I think that maybe that pulls them up out of reach from a QB. Maybe. Logan, to our most surprising team so far. Wildflowers, yeah. Yeah, I think the Vikings just being 4-0. That was pretty crazy. Joseph Ventura, why the Strouds do you have a backup villain? Who says the Strouds are a villain? They're just working on cars. Maybe he's a mechanic. Maybe he's just not good at it. You know? Just have a little grace. Spencer Terry, clickbait punishment. Whoever wins gets to see Megapolis. Oh, God. I want to review the movie by Perna. The chaos of the movie remind me of his power rankings. I think he would cry if he had to go see a 3-hour movie right now. No, Sinclair just had some extra bumps, so took her to the vet. There was only one that they wanted to take a sample of, so they think it's all fatty, so that's all good. Thank God. Thank God. Right, Tour, I need a showdown between Tome and the Strouds. Tour, Gomez and Morticia. Oh my, come on. Classic. That was a terrible snap. That's not great either. That's not great. We'll see. We'll see. Rachel said open now, Tom. All right. Please hold. All right. Un package. I didn't get to go to the P.O. box today. Oh no. Is this what I think it is? It's not menacing at all. How much flag is too much flag? Flag is love. Flag is life. Had it my way. There's never too much. All right. Let's see what we got. Never enough. Never enough. All right, Benny Tech, let's see. Let's see. Is it annoying playing the lore around the games? No, I've been doing it for years now. I think it's fun. Open me first. All right. I will. Happy late birthday. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It happens, Eli. It happens. All right. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, there's something on here. People with a got an imposter on your channel. I got a reply from Tom Grossi Comedy YouTube. You have to be told to scam a channel who raised over $1 million for charity. Oh yeah, unfortunately, I mean, the mods do a great job too, the bots, especially during the game streams. But I go through literally videos and have to like delete and ban every single bot. But they just keep on making more. YouTube, I would love for YouTube to actually do something about this because it's absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that that does happen too, and then people try to be like, oh yeah, like donate money and stuff. Yeah, that's not all right. Oh my God. Oh my, oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy crap, dude. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Why is this, like, so well done? Logan, yeah, they could be really good. I want their offensive line to be better, but their defense will be better when everyone comes back from injury. Oh my God. It's literally Wildflower. And it's so well done. It's literally even my shoes. Bro, what? Can I have the big ones? This is like insanely good. He's holding the paper towel rolls. The big ones. Oh, man. I'm an action figure. That is, holy crap, that's so cool. That is so, so cool. Damn, man. That's dope. That's dope. I appreciate you. The rest. Potato, thank you for the tour. Appreciate you. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so you said this was from the West, right? Spirit, 2-year membership anniversary. Let's go. Thanks for all the great content. Hey, I appreciate you, Spirit. Thanks for hanging around for 2 years. It's been dope. Been a grand old time. We're doing it. Oh, man. Bro, what? I built a Hall of Fame. Oh my God. And it's on the right eye and everything. Damn. Davy Jones Lucker. Bro, this is... Damn. Like, they're so well done. Like, the level of detail on this is insane. Even has my dirty blonde hair. Richard, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Damn. Yeah, this is an all-timer. This is an all-timer. Oh my god. I am so happy. I am so happy. Hold on. One guy on fire. Real weird game on Sunday. Knew the Vikings would win if we go big on the Jets. Expect us to press on the gas this time. Yeah, you would hope so. You would hope so. Perfection. Show it to her. Merchandising. Merchandising. I don't know if this was supposed to be adhered to his head. Oh, I think it might have broken off. It's no big deal. We could glue that. Yeah, we could just glue that. That is... Hell yes. Hell yes. Pirate. This is West Saga, baby. Alright. Gotta leave the crown there. Alright. Uno mas. Uno mas. That's so awesome. That's so freaking cool, man. It's a matching set. Oh my god. Easy to fire. Doing sober October, but I'm Bears fan. Wish me luck. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. That is insane. Damn. Even got the Josh Rosen jersey right. Damn. That is so freaking cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, those are so good. That's so crazy. It's even my shoes. That's wild. That is so cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, no. Ben, crushed it. Crushed it, crushed it, crushed it. Oh, my God. Man, but they, sure, good thing Small Soldier movie was fictional. It's true. It's true. It's literally Grandpa Cardinal. This is hysterical. It's amazing. So what's with day 6? Hey, Tom Toby here. Hey, what's going on? Want to support you again? What are some must-see spots around Green Bay? Again, definitely do the Hall of Fame, 1,000,000%. The Ashwaubenon area, like Titletown District, like that's super duper dope. Go check out downtown Green Bay. On Wednesdays, they have farmers markets downtown, which is super duper cool. Yeah, it's a grand old time. Ghost to tour. Never thought I'd be an action figure with my grandson, bro. Insanity. All right, check Ben last messages. Going back. Here's a big surprise. I have a second set coming to you to auction off for the Christmas charity drive. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yo, we gonna raise a ton of money on those. Let's go. Let's go. Benny Tech, greatly appreciate it, my friend. Damn. That is so freaking cool. That's so great. Like, the detail is legitimately insane. Got the eye patch. That's so crazy. I'm literally, like, seeing the things that are on that. That's wild. Ben? Appreciate you. That's so cool. That's so cool, dude. This is so awesome. There's no shot that's going to stay, though. It's too thin. I'm going to have to glue it. It's close enough. Close enough. Bravo. So, do you think Giants should use Drew Lock on Sunday? No, I think you get everything you can out of Daniel Jones. You go everything you can. Neighbors not playing too. Like, nope, it's Daniel Jones. Go out there. Earn that money. So, let's see. I helped with making sure all the sculptures were correct. We've been playing this before the draft. Ben and Rachel! Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, these going on the shelves. Exactly, Ninja. No, sir! I didn't catch you playing with your dolls again. This is wild. First, the plushies. Wow. Oh, my God. Wildflower Grandpa Car. Insane. Put these here. Put the crown here. That's super dope. That is a really, really, really cool gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn, that's so cool. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. Go to our thoughts on the Brewers. Brewers fans, very sad. Very, very sad. They had it. They had it. But nay, nay. Nay, nay. But, well, except Human Souls' payment. I'm wrong guy for that. Not the Blood Demon. It's a different department. So, oh, it's so crazy. I'm so sad. I know. I know. It's tough. Wisconsin sports. So, I'm doing that, video of, like, the top 10, like, worst Packers losses. And there's going to be, no, I don't think there's going to be a non-Packers fan that is going to be like, oh, you know, cry that you're losing, like, these playoff games. I get it, right? Super fortunate just to be in the playoffs. But the amount of heartbreak that happens in consecutive years is insane. Just like, it's not just like one, and it's like, all right, we have a year to get over that heartbreak. Season goes well, we're in the playoffs. Okay, it won't happen again. Happens again. And that happened for like years in a row. Oh, it's rough. My past with Derek Tom. Are you watching the NASCAR playoffs? I have not. Sorry, it's just a timing thing. On another note, I want your opinion. Do I pick car 87 or 88 in my bet? Bathurst 1000 next weekend. PS, love the reactions. Go Pack Go. Hey, go Pack Go. 87. 87. Jordy Nelson. He won't let you down. He won't. Roboteur, is Blood Demon work for MLB games? Yeah. But it was only before the pitch clock, so now results may vary. So 87 is your bro's number. I think Kelsey might have a big game this weekend. Too many flag? I don't think so. Oh, definitely nothing. Nope. All right, hold on. All right, there you go. But no, dude, I'm excited for that video too. The NFL is letting me use old broadcast footage, which is super cool. Shout out to them. So they're letting me use it for this video. So I'm super pumped about it. So I got like 90s broadcast of like the Super Bowl and stuff like that. So it's always great to see, you know, your team lose just like you remember it over and over and over again. So yeah, it'll be dope. We'll see what happens. We'll see. NFL sponsor. No, so so what happened last year, so I went to the Combine this year, which was super awesome. I've never gotten anything from the NFL. Like 30 and 30 was me just reaching out to everybody. The NFL got me 2 tours with 2 teams. But like I didn't have like that kind of connection or anything. But last year, or last season I should say, they started a program with YouTube now because YouTube has Sunday Ticket. And they were like, oh, you could use some footage. And I just like couldn't fit it into the schedule last year. But that program sent me to the Combine, which was super duper cool. So this year they're like, hey, you know, you request all this footage and stuff. So I was like, all right, like let me try to do these cool videos. You know, if I could use some broadcast footage, why not? I can't show it on stream or anything, but it's cool. It's cool. Because why not? Lex Ventura, have you watched Joker 2 yet? No, I have not. I have not watched Joker 2, but I have heard really not good things, and I'm pretty sure I got the entire ending just spoiled on Twitter while I was promoting Q&A. So, you know, it is Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, what they fire Tom. Posse, I've officially given my own route time up to nerd stuff. Hey, up a case and unsure what else. Best wishes for you all. route time to put some nerd stuff up at the case. I don't follow. I hope you're well. But yeah. Would you consider doing a show like Hot Ones? Bro, it'd be a dream to go on Hot Ones. They do vegan wings. There. I don't think they're doing that. They're trying to sell for like a gajillion dollars, so you know what I mean? We'll see though. We'll see. Oh, pasta. Yes. Okay. Got you. Got it. Yes. Listen. Go be you. That's it. I got a little Allagash White. Why not? I think that might be... I got a ton of beer left in there, so... Steph, 2.5 years! Hey, much love to everybody who makes this girl happy. Hail Mons. Of course, Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes over meow. Big game for the Bengals. Big games. I know they do. See any of the draft events happening in Green Bay? You looking forward to any of them? I know tentative things, unless stuff was just released within the last, 2 days. I haven't seen anything. But, yeah, it'll be cool. I will definitely be there. MG with a fire. Tom, see a stat going around that today, since 1981, every team that has eliminated the Brewers has gotten to the World Series. That's a that's nope, didn't know that stat. That hurts. That is painful. That's very painful. What's your next video? It's probably just gonna be something on Sunday, because I'm streaming 3. We're gonna do the London game, so I'll be up at 9:30 streaming that game, Packers game, and then Sunday Night Football. So we'll rock. Benny. UFL or CFL? At the moment, no. And the only reason is timing. That's all. So during the season, I'm very limited on what else I can do, just because it's all season stuff. This is the time of year where the channel grows. So yeah, it's just all football. But then in the off season, I've been doing the charity stuff. So whether there's 1330 or international tour. So there's gonna be an element of that still. But then I started doing some wrestling stuff, which was fun. But again, I'm just limited on how much I could do. It's just me. So, one guy with a tenner. Top 10 worst Packers losses. Assume the 2004 game against Favre has on it. Oh, yes, the first Favre one. My first Vikings QB was Favre. I was 10 years old at the time. My fandom was inevitable. You know what? I didn't have that one on there. That actually could potentially make it in the top 10. I pulled for some other ones, but as a college kid who saw Brett Favre on the Vikings, oh man, that broke me. Oh, so bad. But now he's just a former Vikings QB. He was never on the Packers. I don't know what happened. Ryan Mature, which team will win their first Super Bowl next? The Strouds. They are forcing me to say that. See, I don't know what they fire. Strouds are trying to help the whole time. Would be such a good April Fool's video. April Fools, why would it be even on April Fool? It's just the truth. They are just maybe not the best mechanics, but they're trying really hard. Hey. Cowboys with fires. 41-24 record and pick 'em good. I'm still new to it. Cowboys, that's pretty damn good. You're crushing me right now. Ugh. It has been an embarrassing start to the season in predictions. Embarrassing. All the people are like, you know what? Let's check out this Grossi guy. Let's see how good his predictions are. Usually every year, they're pretty damn solid. They're pretty damn good. This year, it's disgraceful. That legitimately, the amount of crazy September football was very high. Edward, there's something come up with the Amazon TED video. I basically wrote it. Well, I actually didn't write it. I just did it. Recorded it, edited it, and then just didn't think it was good enough to put out. So I'm probably just going to throw something in scripted for Monday. So, talk about that. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough right now. Yeah, Falcons. Yeah, they'll be in the top 10. Yeah. How much would someone have to donate for me to become a full Vikings fan for a season? Sorry, no. At that point, I could be like, nope, raise $1 million for charity. I'm good. No. We can't do that. Unironically, there's no shot. There's no shot. Can't do it. Callie would have said, me and my boyfriend broke up. I apologize. We watched your videos and streams. Thanks for the memories we made during the premieres of it recently. Hey, Callie, I appreciate you. Let's rock. I appreciate you. That's very kind of you to say. I hope things get better soon. Time heals a lot of things. Just take care of yourself. Veronica with the tour. Any plans for more hockey content? I do want to do that, yes. especially when it gets into like postseason, because that's when my time frees up a little bit more. We're gonna rock. And it was so much fun. Brad, Turner should do a fundraiser for those in North Carolina. Brad, I'm so glad you said that, because if you go to Clickbait Sports, the stream I did yesterday, click on the stream, we raised over $6,000 for those in need already. It goes right to Direct Relief, and they've already donated $74 million of medical aid to those impacted by the hurricanes. So yeah, Direct Relief, they literally, perfect score on Charity Navigator that we raised money with them for, which is why I knew of them. But yeah, did that yesterday. And as of yesterday, we've raised over $200,000 for charity already this year. So, hell yeah. Got it good. Let's get it. Cowboys to a house. Papa Grossi, love that man. Hey, Papa Grossi will be here on Sunday night. Good time. It'll be a time. So, he's got to hope that it's a better game. I think it could be a very, very ugly game. Very, very ugly game. So, we'll see. Any more wrestler interviews? Trying to get press credentials. No, I'm not trying to do. I honestly, I want to stay on the fan side of that. Like, I would love, like, press is cool. Don't get me wrong, but then it becomes even more like just work. And wrestling, I very much want to keep it a hobby, like something I'm just really passionate about. So I'm super passionate about football, which is why I do this for as long as I've been doing this, the amount that I've been doing this. But I want to keep that of like, hey, like I can just sit there and watch a pay-per-view and not be like, all right, I had to think about the content that I have to make for this. You know what I mean? Yes, Rose. So that is going to be up until next Thursday, I think that is when it ends. So, yes, I am streaming the Vikings Jets game on Sunday too. Hey, appreciate you, Pizzle. Thank you. Yeah, after a pay-per-view. So it was funny because when I went to Mania this year, the front row peeps, and it's usually like the same people now, they were like ushered out. Like as soon as Cody won, they were like, okay, like let's go, because like if you're here for the press conference, like we got to go now. And they do, like they usher him out really quick because they got to get him in there before like the wrestlers and all that great stuff and get everybody seated, which it's totally understandable. And I was like, yeah, no, I was like, nope, I'm good. I'll sit here and just enjoy it. So again, like that's where like the fandom element comes. So it was dope. Not gonna stream Bear Blood though. No, not gonna stream it. But we'll see. Authentic jerseys no longer have holes in them for breathability. I haven't bought an authentic jersey in a long time. Yeah, the last ones I did were super old, and I think they did. I used to buy just the limited ones. I have a few authentic ones, but I used to buy just limited ones because they were like nicer than the game day ones, and they were like 140 or like $150. So like they were expensive, but you're like, okay, it's like a little better quality. And we're gonna fire, no big deal. I just want to about to go see Joker 2. It really sucks. I'll report back on Sunday. Second you about doing hockey content. Yeah. Also, yeah. Hope you like it. The reviews are not great. EK Tour. What do I do if my ex and I still love each other? Communicate. Yeah, that's what I got. It's a very simple answer. It's a very difficult thing to do, though. But just talk. Honesty. Jordan Fiverr. What are your thoughts on the Seahawks playoff chances? I hope we make it, but I'm skeptical. They got to get healthy. That's the big thing first. The offensive line is not ideal. But if Geno can do what they did against the Lions, they'll beat a good amount of teams in the NFL. And I think if the D-line gets healthy and everything, I think there's a good shot the Seahawks have at making it. I think they're going to be a wild card team. I just don't know how deep they go. Like, I don't think they're not Super Bowl yet. But again, this is only 4 weeks of watching. So it's super early. Things could change, but they got to stay healthy, first and foremost. So, did they impress the hell out of me, though? That Lions game, they impressed me. Can the Jaguars turn it around? A win on Sunday would help a lot. Yeah. It can't be fun in that building right now. Can't be fun. Elliot Tur, I now want to hear your hockey play-by-play. Yeah, I do want to stream a Kraken game. 100%. I definitely want to do that. Oh, yes. So, yep. Then you run. Yeah, sure. It's true. Current playoff bracket. No, too early. Way too early. Packers number 1 seed, obviously, but yeah, way too early. I can't go that far. We have no idea what half these teams look like still. October is going to be interesting, but you're going to really start to see who some of these teams are. Mason with day 5. Hey, word on Romeo Dobbs stats for Sunday. Last I heard, it was up in the air because of personal matter. Yeah, it's still personal matter, and he's ruled as doubtful. So LaFleur, again, didn't elaborate on anything, so you just got to hope everything's okay. So yeah, and then I think Jair was questionable. I think Watson was doubtful as well. So might be seeing a lot of Wicks and Reed on Sunday. Joyce, tomorrow's my birthday. Looking forward to going to Gillette Stadium, going to the top of the lighthouse. Enjoy that lighthouse, Joyce. And happy almost freaking fracking birthday. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Any guesses what goes on, Romeo? No, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't dive into that. If he says, like, it's personal matters, I'm like, nope. Nope. So, we'll see. Kamaji, I don't think so. Should the Saints trade for Devante Adams? Devante's with an A. Should they? No. Would he help that Saints team? 100%. They need to get Taysom Hill back. With Devante, I said this on GPS. With Devante Adams, I don't know if the Saints are a Super Bowl team. And the team that's going to get Devante Adams with his contract, with the years that he has left, they want to be a Super Bowl team. They kind of have to, right? You're getting him on this lease. Otherwise, you're not doing it. That's why it made no sense for me why, like, the Titans were in on DeAndre Hopkins. I was like, okay, like, yeah, it's a big signing, but the team's not ready. Like, they're just not there. And the Saints doing that, their defense is always solid. Offense can be explosive, like we saw, but I think they're still limited. Again, this is just a few weeks in. I don't know if the offense can be consistent enough, and if you bring in Devante Adams, it will definitely get better. I just don't know if they're there yet. So, I don't think so. Cowboys with tour. No, Tom, it's not October, it's Kirktober. Bro, shout out to Kirk Cousins, dude. He crushed it. Chris with Terry. Tom, welcome to Wisconsin. We go by areas. You're in the Milwaukee area, Madison, Green Bay. And with you moving, does that mean you look more localized events? Your all gets a 4-wheeler or side-by-side? So I haven't gotten there yet. But, yeah, it's like, right, it's near-ish Milwaukee. It's closer to Milwaukee than it is to Green Bay. So it's like an hour and it's like hour 15, something like that. But, yeah, no, I'm super duper excited. And, yeah, I mean, I'll be able to do more stuff. The thing that's going to be great is the accessibility, in which, like, I could just, drive to Green Bay or just do something in Milwaukee. So that's the hope. Lex would fire. AJ Styles back, and his hair is more beautiful than I remember. He is the phenomenal one. He is. Wilkins with tour. I never got into wrestling. How do I start? Ooh, it's a great question. I think you need to start with, you need to find out what kind of wrestling you would like and why you would like wrestling. The easiest way to do that is just to show you really good matches. But what makes a good match, that's where it's a bit subjective. Some people are really into the story element. Like WWE does this really, really well. And that they tell these great stories, right? Because they're like soap operas. They tell these great stories. And if you buy in, you suspend disbelief like you would for any other media. It's a really cool experience to like be told a well-written story. And there's some like really great moments and story moments in wrestling. Phenomenal. That being said, in a match, story can like make or break it, could elevate it 1,000,000%. Then you can look at like the technical aspect, in which you're just seeing like two wrestlers just actually wrestling, right? And like it's more about the moves and the techniques rather than just the story element of it. So, I mean, I look at AEW is 100% like, when they hit on stories, it's dope as hell. Their wrestling is like phenomenal in terms of just like the actual like athletic feat, and watching it is like, wow, like that's incredible for human beings to be able to do that. And then WWE is better on like the production and storyline elements. And that's not to bash AEW at all. It's just that those different companies have different strengths. So I would watch examples of like really good matches from WWE and then watch something from like AEW. You could watch New Japan. Like oh my God. You can watch Omega Okada 1, or you can watch all of them. Like, the phenomenal wrestling. There's amazing TNA wrestling, especially from way back too. You have triple threats that are like game changing. So just kind of figure out what kind of wrestling fan you are and like what you're hooked into. And yeah, it's super dope. Look what tour Kraken versus Wings, so we could directly verse each other. When is that? I do not know. Edging with a tour. Have you heard of the Morgan? I don't think so. I have not. What is that? I don't know. Jonah Madden again. It's just there's a lack of time for it, and it hasn't been good. Bailey with a fire. Watched Halloween 2018 last night. Which set of Halloween movies do you like the most? The originals or new trilogy they did? It would be the OGs. Yeah. And they've done it a few times now. But yeah. Be the OGs. Oh, Tanner. Yeah, there'll probably be bits, but no, dude, I'm 100% going to a World Cup game. 1,000,000%. That has been circled of like, yep, gotta do this. Cowboys tour. Man curse is struck again with CMC. It takes no prisoners. No prisoners. Unless it doesn't, then that's fine. What can the Patriots do to be elite again? Have an offense. Started with an offensive line. You just drafted who you hope could be your franchise quarterback. Any quarterback on that current roster, they need just a lot more support. Blocking is the most important. They need people to throw the ball to. Again, I like Stevenson a lot. He's definitely reliable, and he can win you some games. That's why they re-signed him, because he's like consistent as hell. But they need a lot of help on that offense. So the defense is always going to be solid. It's going to keep them in it. But yeah, that offense needs to be revamped and quick. Well, I shouldn't have said and quick, because it doesn't. Because if you have Drake May, and like if he's the guy, he is going to mask a lot of those deficits. So if you get like a really good wide receiver, you could score more points. So you just got to hope he's the guy, because that's the toughest piece. Great sweater. Wonderful. Things to do here. Go see a house on the rock. Very interesting. Oh, I actually went to the house on the rock. That was crazy. Door County. Go up there. Beautiful. That's it. Cave of the Mountains as well. Hell yeah. There you go. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we're moving. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sometime after the season. Just 5 thoughts on the NFC North. Currently the most competitive division. Combined 11-5. Only division with 3 teams with a positive record. Yeah. I think the surprise is the Vikings. That's the biggest surprise. I just said Sam Darnold with that team is going to win football games. I did not expect them to be undefeated. So kudos to them, man. Like they're playing good football. So I think everybody expected the Lions and the Packers to be, hey, who's going to win that division? The Bears were like that wild card, but Caleb was so hyped. It was like, okay, they're going to finish third. And then the Vikings, it was like, all right, they're probably going to be finishing last. And again, we're 5 weeks in. But yeah, they're literally the best division right now in terms of like the Lions look good, and they're beaten up right now, but the Lions look good. The Vikings are playing well. And the Packers, man, like with Love, I'm looking forward to this Sunday's game. I think it's going to be a good game for the Packers. So, yeah, man, it's exciting. There's some good football being played up north. It's true. I know 5 weeks in already. Can the Chiefs do it without Rice? Yes. They can. They 100% can. Kelsey just has to be that guy. Like, a lot more has to go through Kelsey. So, which is going to be tough, but... First fire, I have Darnold, Purdy, Love in my fantasy team. Who should I trade? I think you might be able to get a good amount from Darnold right now. So, like, you might be able to get someone to pay a ton. That or Purdy. I wouldn't trade Love. I know that's going to sound like a homer opinion. I wouldn't trade Love, though. I think you do all right. You can do it, Jared. It works. It's true. It's true. Rachel, and again, too, like, the defense is playing so well. That's going to win them games. And because, like, Mahomes does not look great. He does amazing things still, and, like, I'm not starting anything with that. I mean more of he's not playing like Patrick Mahomes, similar to when Aaron Rodgers would have like an off game season, couple games. It's like he's not playing well. He's not playing like Aaron Rodgers. So the defense is playing lights out, and the offense looks like they're just trying to figure it out. Granted, Isaiah Pacheco is also gone. Like, they're losing like key pieces there. So, yeah, I'm curious to see as the season goes on along, and it's a long season, what that team's going to turn into on offense. Joe Turk, great to see you. Hey, appreciate you. Luke with a tour. January 12th and February 4th. My guess is 4th is more realistic. Oh, yeah, no shot. Oh, yeah, January 12th, definitely not. All right, the 4th. Yeah, it just depends. Might have a shot. Maybe. We'll see, though. We'll see. So, yeah, I wouldn't go for it. Oh, yeah. Packers injury report. Yeah, listen, at least Jair is questionable. That's all I was looking at, and I was like, okay. I think I would rather go through this now. Love, obviously still dealing with injury. Team's getting a little bit banged up right now. I'd rather go through this now, because if that offense starts humming, they're going to be good. That second half was like really good for the Packers. More fourth quarter. That was good. So, I know some people might say it's overconfident, but I'm telling you, this offense gets humming along, and that defense keeps on causing turnovers. If they get after the quarterback, it's game over. But they need folks to step up. But yeah, they can be real, real good. Can't wait they fire. Exciting you and Perna have a Shrooms date. What's on the agenda? Live stream, perhaps? I don't think that could be live streamed. I don't think that would, I don't think Perna would agree to that ever. But, yeah, I know we got to set a date. Will take tour. Huge fan time. Make the greatest content. Hey, appreciate you, Will. Thank you. Cheers. Don't overlook the Rams. Oh, no, this has nothing to do with overlooking the Rams. I'm literally just looking to see, all right, love, a week back now. What do we got? Yeah, pass rush is worrying. Kicker situation is worrying. But if Love can reduce turnovers, and we were saying this last year too, and then he turned it on. And I don't know if it'll be the same kind of run, but I'm telling you, some of the throws he was making at the end of that Vikings game. It's raining. It'll be good. That's all you need. About time, I know. I need the haircut. Start going over the ears. It became a problem. Then we said nay. Love is good. He's good, man. Nick with a fire. Love seeing the elite receivers they have. Less receiving TDs than Jared Goff this season. One of a kind. Cowboys with a 10. My picks: Falcons, Vikings, Bengals, Patriots, Commanders, Jaguars, Texans, Broncos, 49ers, Packers. Yes. Seahawks, Steelers, and Saints. Ooh. Saints over Chiefs, huh? Interesting. Renew with a fire. Yes, I will be streaming the London game. Yes, I'll be live 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Probably like 9:15, something like that. SJ with a 10. Off topic, but I want to watch the Devils win in Prague. Wonder how you feel about leagues doing international games, especially after going to Europe. They think they have enough to grow the games there. That's a great question. It's a great question. I am so happy that the NFL is doing international games. When I tell you that when I went to London, Germany, Spain, Mexico, and Brazil, the amount of fans who have been watching for 30 years, following their team, and they couldn't even get a game, or they just got the Super Bowl. And now, like, games are on at 2 o'clock in the morning if it's prime time. The level of dedication to still, like, rooting for a sport and a team within that sport, that almost everything about the schedule is not convenient for you. And especially the distribution, especially back in the day. It's a lot easier now. Just the accessibility. But for you to still be a fan, and then they're coming to a place where you could actually see it, and that what used to be an insult, and it drove me crazy, was that when you see the international games, there's a ton of different jerseys, and it's not just about, the teams that are there. And people go like, oh, they're just casual fans, and give it to the internet. That is such a dumb, short-sighted argument, because the fans are there. Imagine being a diehard Packers fan, right? And I live in Germany, and the Vikings and the Bears are playing. Two teams like I don't like. And I'm still going to that game because I love that sport so much. That is so dope. And I'm like, yeah, give them games. Absolutely. And again, now that they've added this extra game, it alternates every single year. So one year you get an additional home game than you would have gotten. And the next year, you usually, unless you're like the Jaguars, they're doing, back to back. But it works out. So they'll add another week and, that'll be that. But I think it's super cool for them to expand internationally, because there's not only a fan base that is already there, there's a fan base that has been there for a while. And like that has gotten passed down. So it's super dope. Fans are fans. Nick saying, would you ever do an in-person live stream of a game, like with fans not in a stadium? Pick'ems are pain. Yes. We'll just leave it at that. Yes. Tyler, how excited were you for an Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs backfield? For like, what was that, 45 minutes? I was so happy. I was like, we have the best run game in the league, and it's not close. And then I was devastated. Yeah, no, that would have been so good. Concert with the tour. What should I do my history research project on? Well, what kind of history are we talking? Is it a college class? Is it a high school class? And is it global? Is it American? Yeah. Where can we go? Are there any outlines? I don't know. Janine, what a fiver. Steelers have to win on Sunday. Steelers lose. I have to wear pins with hello, I'm a Cowboys fan, and showing Dallas Lombardi's I won't be happy. I'm so sorry, Janine. I think they'll win. Micah Parsons not playing. That's big. I think there's a good shot the Steelers win. I think so. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good. Yeah. It's not that they didn't release him. They just didn't get. They lowballed him a contract. So that was it. They knew what they wanted to get, and they brought in Josh Jacobs. So, Jesse the tour. Your best comfort food after a bad loss, bro? Probably just throw some chips. Just throw some chips right in my face. Just cry into the calories. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's for college. It's over anything. Okay. I can give you something really niche, but it's super fun. It's a good topic. Look at what happens to you. If you want to just centralize it to America, that's fine. America is probably the United States, should be like a good foundation here. Look at what happens with the changes to music before and after World War I. The introduction of jazz, the purpose of music, and how that changes. You can look at like the shifts in rhythm and tone and how that expands to further society. And you can go as far as you want with it, but it's a very like niche history topic, but it's so awesome. And depending on how big you want to go with it, it's why it's literally like one of my favorite topics is post World War I and like society and culture. It's fascinating what like cultural aspects and are changing, like foundational stuff. So yeah, it's super fun. Or you could just talk about, the music part. Well, would they fire? Be interested in calling a Jets versus Kraken game when the season starts. Also, screw the Strouds. Go Bills. Love the script of this. Appreciate you. Also, screw the Strouds. Buddy, be careful of your car. I'm just saying. Maybe? It depends. When the season starts, you mean October? No, definitely cannot. Yeah, I'd love to do a Kraken playoff game when they make it, because they will. Because they're going to win, of course. But I can't do anything during the season. Bortetta, my girlfriend said that you sound like Nathan Lane from The Lion King, and now I can't unhear it. Have you ever heard that comparison? I feel like I've heard it once or twice, probably. Yeah. I do love The Lion King, though. So, I do love it. And Nathan Lane is awesome. So, I take it as a compliment. Like, it's not. It's definitely not. Tired of fire. What free agency pickup were you the most excited about all time? All time? I mean, I was too young when Reggie White got signed. Woodson's dope. Yeah, Woodson. I'm not gonna lie, like, no BS. The next round was like the Smith brothers and stuff like that, but when we got Xavier McKinney this offseason, I was so happy. I was so pumped, man. Because I knew how good he was. I was like, he is going to be a standard in that backfield that we have not had in a hot minute, of just like the level of talent is just significant. Xavier McKinney is a phenomenal football player. Like, he is really damn good. I know the interceptions right now are like captured, but he is just a really good football player. So when he became available, he was like top of my list. And I was like, I don't know, he's going to be expensive. He's a premium free agent. And when I heard the Packers actually got him, Jesse with a fire. Too early to tell, but curious on your insight of the 49ers Chiefs week 7. Will that be the game the Chiefs decide to turn on their switch? Ooh. Yeah, what state are the 49ers going to be in at that point, too? I give it to the Chiefs right now. Their defense is playing like that dominant. Yeah, but maybe. One favorite term, Buffalo Bills Hall of Fame guard Billy Shaw. Yeah, someone mentioned that before. He's passed away. Only player in history to make the Hall of Fame without playing in the NFL. Merger happened this year after he retired. Rest in peace. There you go. Yeah. Someone mentioned that before, too. I know he passed. Does my history knowledge encompass ancient history? I taught Global 9. So, yeah, Global 9 or so. I know a good chunk. But with the curriculum and stuff, it's kind of that mile wide, inch deep. I knew more just because, like, from college and stuff, but yeah. AP, I got like really into AP, like Euro. That was good. And then like social cultural stuff from college, and then just carrying on to just wanting to learn more about it. We knew it at Fiverr. How many weeks do the Vikings have to stay at the top of the power ranks before you stop doing them? I don't even know if I'm going to do it next week. I don't even know. Cowboys at Fiverr. Could replace any player off the Cowboys. Who would you get? Ooh. Who would I steal from you? Oh my God, give me CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, we will take such good care of you in Green Bay. Absolutely. We already have a lot of wide receivers, but I think CeeDee Lamb. Micah would be dope, but CeeDee Lamb will go to Super Bowl right now. Go right now. Jeff, with the top 3 European empires of all time. Just European? Just European's boring. I don't know. Holy Roman's a mess. It's fun in that it's such a disaster all the time. And they're like, okay, then 30 years war. Like, it's never a good time. It's never. Yeah, like Byzantine's fun. Roman's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Europe, or like empires. There's a different level. Yes, Trey. It will be the last coach. Tim Water, you ever heard of a team sport called Kabaddi? Very fun. My favorite side's NFL. It's like tag, but on a tennis court with tackling. There's a pro league in India. Recommend since you love wrestling. tag on a tennis court with tackling. Like, hey, no pads. You're just like ripping apart knees. Okay. All right. I have not heard of it. SJ with Fire got a great point. Vacation in Europe right now, and it's either see highlights the next morning or be insomniac and watch games at 2 a.m. Yep. And to have that fandom for years, where you still know what's going on with the sport and the game. And this is before like the internet is the internet. It's dope. Boy to Fire, real question. If you had to survive a zombie apocalypse, one NFL player, who would you pick and why? It might be Myles Garrett. I was like, TJ Watt, maybe. Aaron Donald. He'll choke some of them. Myles Garrett, though, give him a helmet. Zombies are gone. I think he has that advantage. So, I might. Ray Lewis. Chris, Fire, every year you get to sit down with Murphy and interview him. But this last year, you've been able to sort of continuing that. Past this year you're talking about? So the good cool thing is that I thought that this past one that I did in August, that was my last one. So then Mark afterwards, like during the interview, was like, let's do this again before I go. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I thought this would so we're 100% going to do that, especially when he's done. Then we can just let's just talk. So that'll be super fun. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have access to Ed Policy. That's it. Because that's the thing. My relationship was never really with the Packers. It was with Mark Murphy. And that story is 100% true. I started Packcast in 2015, and on New Year's, I had 5,000 total listens doing 2 episodes a week, just on SoundCloud and iTunes and stuff. And I emailed him through the Murphy Take 5 email that he does. And I was like, hey, my name's Tom Grossi. I started a podcast, Packcast. I linked the reaction video I did. It was his long email. And I was like, hey, next August, 1919 Kitchen and Tap was opening. I was like, I want to do my premiere at Lambeau Field. Because I did this I wanted to come back and interview him. Because I did the premiere at Lambeau Field. And I sent an email just being like, would love to have you on the show. And literally, within that day, he emailed me back and was like, yeah, absolutely. Here's my assistant's name. Reach out to them. And that's it. And so I never had a relationship with the Packers for years because it was just through Mark, because Mark responded to the email. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen. And I was like, okay, it's really nice, but who knows? Wind up booking it. Went through Pat, his assistant at the time, who was incredible. And I got there with my crappy soundboard, and not really knowing what I was doing. And when I talked to his assistant, she said, how long do you want? And so I was like, okay, this is my first major interview. I'm going to set it really high, and he can always cut it down. I'll be happy. So I was like, 90 minutes. So I was like, all right, they'll cut it down to 60. That's called negotiating. Right? Pat gets back to me and goes, okay, not a problem. And I go, oh, all right. I'm going to ask him. So I did the amount of research that I did, just insane amounts of research. So just to know everything. And he came in and he did, Mark, bless his soul, did not know how long. But before we even get to there, in the lobby, I get called up. I get a little sticker and stuff. I go up into an elevator. I'm in the atrium of Lambeau Field, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I go sit in an office, in this office little lobby upstairs, and Mike McCarthy walks by. And I just go, good morning, coach. And he's like, good morning. And I was like, because the inner me was dying, because holy crap, that's the head coach of my favorite football team that just walked past me. And I was like, this is incredible. I just said, good morning, coach. He's like, good morning. I was like, coach just told me good morning. All right, this is a pretty dope day. So I turned to Pat, who, again, is the assistant to the president of the Packers. And I go, I want you to know, like, the inner fan in me is like dying right now, but I'm going to remain very professional. And she looks at me dead and she's like, please remain professional. And I was like, Roger that, because Pat had just given me 90 minutes of access to the president of the Packers. It's because Mark said yes. So I get in the room with him. He comes in, I set up everything up, and again, just my crappy soundboard. I have a notebook in front of me with like pages of questions. And he looks at me and he's like, how you doing, Tom? And I was like, oh, hey, Mark, so thank you so much. He goes, how long is this interview? And I was like, 90 minutes. And he goes, oh, 90 minutes. Okay. And he just like sits down. I was like, I don't know what you got me into. And we had a 90-minute interview, and it was so much fun. Like, I talked about it, and it's still available. Like, it's online today. It's on SoundCloud and iTunes and stuff. And it's just 90 minutes of getting to know, like, who Mark Murphy was. And that's where I learned about his story that he was screwed over by the former Redskins, now Commanders, because he's told this story before, and I've told this story on stream before. But back in the day, because Mark Murphy, like, he's Super Bowl champion. Like, he played in the league, worked with unions and stuff like that, the NFLPA, super duper dope. And this was before, cell phones. Washington called him. He was going to be like probably like a second round pick. Washington called him and said, hey, we want to draft you. We're going to bring you down to DC, and, we're going to kind of like give you a tour of the area. Mark's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Whatever. Goes down there. So all day they spend on the bus, showing them all the sites, and it's like a whole bunch of players and other players and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the NFL draft is going on. So bus goes round and around, 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 around. They're out all day. They finally come back. Mark Murphy calls home, and they're like, where have you been? Teams have been calling you all day to draft you, and now the draft is over. So then Washington pulls him in and goes, hey, we want to sign you as a free agent. So they literally hid him out and hid other players out so they didn't have to use a draft pick, so that then they could sign him to a cheap deal. The next year, they changed the rules that teams couldn't do that anymore. So that's why, like, Mark has always had like a against Washington. But it was a super dope 90-minute interview. And then I reached out again, and it happened again. And so it just happened over the years. And then, the fan of the year thing, now I have more connections with the Packers. Now I know Wes, he's a great friend of mine. So, there's more connections there. But it's more with the people in the building than the Packers organization, if that makes sense. That makes sense. So, I hope so. I hope that, to answer your question, the very long-winded answer, I hope that I get a chance to, because that would be dope to be able to talk to Ed Policy, and I think people really appreciate it. So, yeah. Also, I missed minute 69. I apologize. Jared Fire. Tom, the Steelers always do the opposite of what you predict them to do. If you're predicting them to win, the Steelers lose. I know. I already apologized. I did. Thank you, Fire. Tom, how you doing today? We're talking about Dragon Ball and Pokemon. You should watch One Piece, the Go TV show. Hey, appreciate you. I hear great things. Kelsey, 6-minute warning. 2 years membership. Let's go. I missed it. That's on me. Trivial. Welcome to Posse. Appreciate you. Alex with a fire. Hubbard, Cook, or Swift? Which two should I start? Bears play Panthers. Bills try the Strouds. Ling, Swift, Hubbard. I might go Cook, Swift. Personally. Wilkins Fiver saying, can you create a quick NPC to run the Grossi Posse criminal network in my Star Wars D&D campaign for me? A quick NPC? Just, what do you want from me? What do you want? Backstory? What do you want? I got you. Andrew Fire, you got to swap the Green Bay roster and coaching staff with another team, not KC. Who would you pick? Also, cannot wait for AR to lose in London this weekend. Ooh. The whole roster goes? I don't want the roster to go. I want the Packers. Maybe Maybe a healthy Texans team. Maybe. But I want the Packers. God, if I don't know if you already covered it, but if Pats lose to the Fish, do we have a winnable game the rest of the season? Yeah. You guys can turn it on, but yeah, the Patriots at some point, they're going to turn to evaluating talent at some point. Just got to wait it out. Derek Fire, it's been on Geno Smith this season. Also, it's random, but my wife and I are having a baby in December. Hey, Derek, congrats to you and your wife. Hell yeah, that's amazing. Dude, after what I saw on Monday night, with that O-line, yeah, Geno's good. I think you could win a lot of games with Geno Smith. I still use SoundCloud, yeah. I haven't uploaded the stuff in a while, but still there. Well, Tur, this June, you all 9 CFL fields for St. Jude. I will do something in Canada at some point. Probably not going to be this summer, though. I got to move. Triple to fire. Tom, what about the kicking situation? Carlson's still available, I believe. I think you give Narveson one more week. And then that's it. Then you potentially change. Because at that point, past week 5. Sam, what a fitting! For the kitty. Might be a random thing to bring up, but there's a bookstore near my house that has 32 DVD copies of Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Walter White would lose his mind. Also, what's your favorite Breaking Bad deep cut to reference? Ooh. Would hate it. My favorite one to reference. Mike's Let Me Die in Peace is pretty good. Just like shut that. Yeah, that's pretty great. Deep cut. I'm trying to think of like anything I reference, but a deep cut, I don't know. I mean, like, I know way too much about like the actual house and that lady who's very angry and they threw pizzas on her roof like over and over again, which at some point would get very frustrating. But yeah, I think I know more about that than I ever thought I would because of Breaking Bad. So, Max Ventura, what does Lambo smell like? Glory. Wilkins Ventura, give me names, give me whatever about them you want. Name. Sinclair. Obviously. That's it. One name, just like Prince. Background. Once punched a tree and then felt really bad about it. That is the entire character arc. Run well. Cowboys fire. I'm surprised picked Lamb instead of Aubrey. I know the Packers have a tough kicker situation. We could just go for 2 every time. Tom, video ideas for clips of a charity redo. Your best clips these characters using these figures. Straight up Rick. Oh, yeah, no, Lord Helmet. 100%. Yeah. Well, Benny Tech donated another bunch of those action figures. So we'll be auctioning them off in December. Yes, with a fire. Tom, I'm going to check out Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. I'm going to try. Yeah. I want to play it. It'll be super. I think it looks awesome. The roster's so great. I'm looking forward to it. At some point, I will have time to play. All right. Una mas? Let's do it. So they're a druid. Yeah, pretty much. They punched a tree, and then they felt really bad about it. Like, that's on me. That's all their motivations. We'll crush one more Hood Garden. Why not? That's true. Can just do drop kicks. It's true. What music from The Lord of the Rings makes you say, I am home? Ooh. Yeah, Shire. It's gotta be Shire. Shire's so great. Home, just like for that specific feeling. That's a good one. Derek! Thanks for the 5 memberships. Appreciate you. We don't hurt trees anymore. I don't. Grossi to fire. Don't know if the messy loss against the villainous Vikings. How do you feel about the Packers' odds against the Rams? I feel pretty damn good. I think the offense is going to look pretty good. Defense, we should have Jair back, which would be very helpful. And the Rams are beat up right now. It would have been a really interesting game, with a healthy Rams team, but I think the Packers are going to look pretty damn good on Sunday. We'll see. Tour, Pats are demoting Ramondre. Gibson is starting. Oh. All right. Well, gonna figure it out. Yeah, I don't. It's gonna get ugly. Chris with a fire. Tom's grabbing another beer, so am I. Hey, did you get to experience the Shadow of the Erdtree? No. I didn't. It sucked. I wanted to play the DLC so much. I just didn't have any time. So, at some point, I heard it was super difficult, but then I heard they nerfed a lot of it, which is disappointing. So. Kel, I used to drink a lot of Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I used to drink a lot of it. I haven't even had it this year, and I'm kind of okay about it. I feel like it got worse. But I used to go through a ton of that stuff. So every August it came out, I was like, all right, that's dope. But September, like mid-September, you're rocking. You're rocking. You went over my helmet? Pretty good, no? Drinking when I speak? Hey, 'tis the season. It's getting a little cooler. Leaves are starting to change. Rocking. We're rocking. Most embarrassing thing you've ever done being drunk. Most embarrassing. Me personally? I mean, I didn't go out for my 21st birthday. That's embarrassing just for me. But yeah, so my 21st birthday, I was so pumped. I was so ready to go. So invited one of my buddies over, and the plan was to like pregame at the house and then go out to the bars. And because you could just walk to the bars, it's super easy. So pregame, and I am doing shots of Van Gogh vodka, their double espresso. I did a lot of them. Too many of the Van Gogh double espresso vodka. Too many. And I did not even make it out the door. I threw up a lot. Like a lot. And I did not go out that evening. So, yeah, that was a no-no. That was a big ol' no-no. Andrew Fire. Without the other natives' help, and they somehow immune to smallpox, would Cortez still have overthrown the Aztecs? Oh, we're going deep in history. Okay. Without their natives' help, and they're somehow... Okay, so they're immune to smallpox. So you're taking disease right out of the entire situation. I think it depends on... I think it depends on the resources that are spent. Eventually, I think. But again, it just depends on how long that's going to be funded and how long, supply lines are going to last. Tyler, they create one football team where you choose one player from each team. No. I don't know. I know, like, good left guards. I don't know, like, every single left guard. So, I couldn't. Not without a good amount of research. Richard, for me, fall is maple. I have a hate for pumpkin. That's fair. Grace, what they find. 2 pairs of underwear, no shirt, but 30 out of 65. Shadow's no joke. I played all of these. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, I heard the OG version of it, like when it was first released, it was destroyed. Like, people were complaining. And I was like, no. Just because Elden Ring got popular, nay. Like, we're not doing this easy mode. No. None of that stuff. Those games are insanely difficult. But, like, that's what they are. Like, they are... You want to throw a controller. This is so frustrating. I'm going to fight a boss over 100 times, and that'd be normal. But then when you win, it's like the greatest thing ever. Well, if I tell my football team I have a great game tomorrow and to win BLS, our team is Lockport Lions. We are currently 2-1-1. Hey, Lockport Lions, lock it up and roar. Go Lions. Lockport, not Detroit. So if they tour... Wandale Robinson or Odunze for the flex. Wandale will get a good amount of targets. PPR, I might go Wandale. Unuatara, what teams do you have a must win? Jaguars. Cowboys do need to get a win. But Jaguars, I think, are like the team that, oh god, they need this badly. So, Jets need to do well too. Lux Scott, admit last night's game is probably the best Thursday night game I've seen on Amazon Prime Era. It was a really good game. It was a really, really good game. So, do I fish? No, I used to when I was a teenager. But MLF's so pretty. Of course, look at that eyebrow game. Come on now. There you go, Chris. Greatest game of all time. There you go. I come up with the Strouds theme. Shout out to Daniel. I asked Daniel if he could make a Strouds theme, and I was like, culty vibes. He sent me something which was great, and I was like, what? And there was vocals in it, and I said, what if we made the vocals like to the Strouds of like no moon, Stroud, 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 Stroud. Daniel made it, and that's the masterpiece that you see in front of you. It's awesome. I love it so much. And 100% the Texans need to run out to that theme. It needs to happen. Needs to happen. So. Go hunt. No, I don't hunt. Camping. Yeah, camping's dope. Camping's dope. I haven't gone camping in a while. I would love to go camping. Yeah, hiking, camping, 100%. All day, every day. I'll be going hiking tomorrow. We're going to do a long hike tomorrow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Daniel, absolutely crushing it. Stroud. Going with the night time. Your Sunday streaming schedule. Going to stream the London game. So 9:30 in the morning here. Packers game around 4. And then Sunday Night Football. Triple header. Oh, there we go. Medieval history major. Focus in Iberia. It doesn't use it. Got asked. Let's see. Super against or super pro? Lapsed medieval European histories all fall passionately on one side. Renfest. Oh. So, you know what? That's... I'm all about it. Ryan. Like, Renfest? Absolutely. Like, you want to go to a Renaissance fair? Absolutely. Because they're just fun. Like, I don't think that's the purpose they serve. They're just fun. So, I'm cool with it. Andrew, with a fire. Why do you hate the Vikings more than the Lions or Bears? Also looking at the float plane from Linus Tech Tips for a mushroom-fueled live stream. Oh. Vikings were just more competitive with the Packers as I was a Packers fan and just growing up. Bears, it hasn't been for a while. Longest rivalry, 100% respect, but we've been kicking their ass for a long time, and the rivalry kind of just loses some of its momentum in the current age. And then Lions only just started being good, within the last few years. So, good Vikings. Joe Terra, unrelated. Favorite race class combo in D&D. Do you think Green Bay was premature in reactivating Love? Is Ref going to be Lynch and scriptwriter? We'll see what happens with Ref. Flag? That's most important. Listen. Druids are dope. Ranger, also dope. Give me some elves. Dark elf. Come on now. And no, I don't think Green Bay was premature in doing that. No. I think he looks about the same. They put him out there this week, but that's what I'm saying. Hey, Bill, you never know. You never know. Want to throw flag. Who doesn't? Mm-hmm. We live in New York. I always imagine it was a pure city. Oh, no, my friend. Yeah, no, New York is really, really big. Like, really, really big. I don't live that, I live like 40-ish minutes away from the city. But, yeah, like, I went to school in what some consider upstate, depends on where you live, in New Paltz. But no, then there's Binghamton. There's all of Western New York. Like, New York is a lot. So Tarek, can you give me some hope as a Titans fan? At least you'll find out this season if Will Levis is the guy or not. Sam, see, would say New Paltz is not upstate. There are people who will tell you if they live in the city that Yonkers, go past that, and that is upstate. They use the Metro North. If you're past Poughkeepsie, that's upstate. Yep. We'll see. But do the Seahawks get less attention from the national media, or are we, the fans, just biased? That's a great question. I think it's a mix of both. I think there is a limit on how much they're going to get, because for a team like that, especially with young players that, like, look at like Kenneth Walker, for example. Like, he's an amazing running back, right? Has some injury issues, like, is out. The media can't, like, run as much as they want. That Charbonnet gets stuff, right, for, like, the hits of the weak and stiff arms and all that great stuff. But with Geno, I think he got his time in the sun a little bit, and then it's like, okay, after last season, I think he's still good. That consistency needs to be there to start, like, getting, like, super duper attention. They just don't have, like, the all-star players that have the big media names. And so because of that, they're going to get less coverage. So that's the unfortunate part. Who knew it? If I could have any custom tailor-made Renfest costume for free, what would it be? Also, would you wear it outside of Renfest? A full-blown, like, wildflower-inspired Renaissance outfit. Flower crown, 100%. Colors. Oh, yeah. Steph Tour, but what if? Flag. It's true. It's true. Live on Long Island. My condolences. My condolences. So my best friends live on Long Island. I hate going to Long Island. It is the biggest pain in the ass. It's always busy. There's always traffic. Will it fire? Bills win this week. Next NFL scriptwriter is the revenge of the scriptwriter. I would love to see that. So I said it has some big implications. I do like Batman. I do. Mm-hmm. No, you don't want to admit it, but the Vikings have shot the Super Bowl. Again, this is not a cop-out. It's way too early. If they're still doing this in November, then it's like, oh, okay. So, wait and see. Wait and see. But, yeah, good. Is it okay to be a fan of the Packers and the Vikings? I mean, Two-Face is considered a Batman villain, you know? And I feel like, you know, maybe you could try. But at the end of the day, you just have to think, do you want to be affiliated with the purple incarnation of Satan? You know? Some people, sure. But not in like a cool way. Not in a cool way of like, rock. No. Just saying. Two-Face is my favorite. Well, then if you like that, then yes, then it's fine. Then it's totally fine. Just saying. All right, man, I think it was like 26, 27, somewhere around there. Around there. Yeah, exactly. I just don't trust the Vikings just yet. I don't just trust. Like I can admit they're a very good football team right now. Just if they tour top 10 Marvel movies in no particular order: Guardians 1, Winter Soldier, OG Avengers, Infinity War. Oh, now we're gonna OG Iron Man. Guardians 3 is good. Besides like the really bad CGI, OG Black Panther's excellent. I like Civil War. Civil War was fun. Civil War had a good villain too. I think Ragnarok. The first time I saw Ragnarok, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a lot better than the second one, and it didn't hit like the top 5 for me. I don't know. No Way Home, I really enjoyed. I was trying to think of which Spider-Man movie I enjoyed the most. I love Mysterio as the villain. So Far From Home was solid, and Mysterio was one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, so it was cool to see him there. Endgame, just like for the ending alone, was great. Like as a movie theater experience, amazing. Max 5, drive to city or take public transit. If you drive, how is that experience? I have done both. I used to avoid driving into the city like the plague, and now it costs more to drive into the city. But, yeah, you get used to it. There is a certain way to drive, but as long as you like keep it moving and you're not like blocking anybody, you're gonna be fine. Applewood Fire, rather Vikings win a Super Bowl or have Sue marry a cousin? There's cousins I don't talk to, so that's fine. I'll continue not talking to them. Radio Tour, have you seen Samurai Champ? I have not. If so, I have plans. I have not. Samurai Champloo. I have not. I haven't even heard of it. Winner with Dave Fiver. We were part of the Vikings versus Packers games when KLC won all 3 challenges. It was the first time. Officiating was all around terrible. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I don't know. 3 for 3. I feel like that's happened before. Logan, but Logan's not technically. I was counting like MCU. If we're counting those movies, First Class is up there. Logan is up there. Oh my God, they're so good. Michael Fire, greetings from Jaguar Gator 9. Hey, Frank, be with you, Tom. We love you. Hey, shout out to Jaguar Gator 9. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, and thank you. And do Skullfest Weekly? Never. No, thank you. Ryan Fire, someone who's discovered you 2 weeks ago, and I've been catching up on the lore. Appreciate you answering the Renfest question. Also, first dollar response. Hey, appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you. Welcome around. It's a dope-ass community. Guy with a fiver. You ever miss watching Packers game at a bar or something with friends? If that's something you ever used to do. It's a great question. I like sitting, like, I don't want to say by myself, but I either want to be like in the stadium or at home. And the stadium depends on when. In terms of like when in the season, like I've sat out in the freezing cold January and I've loved every second of it. As opposed to streaming, I love streaming this so much because basically I'm just doing what I would do if I just sat here too. So not really. I think the only flexibility that is a little tough is like some primetime games. Like I've missed some like concerts and things like that because of games. So yeah, but yeah, I love what I do. Chris Durr, my son wanted to see Godzilla -1. Took him to it. Walked out going, wow, that was awesome. Have you seen it? I'm in, dude, Big Zillow now over any Marvel. Godzilla -1 was phenomenal. Especially if you walk in blind and you're, like, used to, like, I'm not saying you are, but, like, Americanized Godzilla, right? And I think there's been some great American Godzilla movies, but that was a whole different level. Like, the human story in, like, the now Godzilla, like, no one cares. But to make that, like, that connection, it was just so excellent. It was so good. Who knew it, Tom? I think a fun skit idea would be NFL teams at the laundromat. Like, see the fun you can have with it. I don't have a set for a laundromat, but that sounds like where the refs would live. -1 was excellent, though. It was so good. It was so good. So, and then the one that, the one that like kicked off the new Godzilla, that was pretty damn good. They just treated him like Jaws. It was pretty solid, but the human part was so dull. It was so dull. Yeah, they're close for WWE music. Oh my God, amazing! Hell yeah. Packer said, yeah, I think he's still good. Yeah, I mean I think he's gonna be fine. Yeah, I think he might have a big game this Sunday. I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a workhorse because right now they don't have anybody else right this second. So that's why they brought him over. That's why I signed him. So we'll see. About like 40-ish minutes away from the city. Easy. So yeah, Nathan, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But depending on like what kind of God, you could like both of them, right? You can like the kind of cheesy, Kong versus Godzilla, like, yeah, dope. Just like 2 big CGI monsters fighting out. That's cool. Or that too. So either way, you're rocking. Gargle Chains, there you go. There you go, BZ. There you go. I've taught all over Westchester. It's true. New Rochelle, Eastchester, Lakeland. That up to Monticello. That's not Westchester. That's way up. So, but yeah, know what I mean? Yes, Papa Grossi is coming over. Yes, on Sunday. Elf, man, dwarf, or hobbit? So here's the thing. The answer usually is elf. However, hobbit, man, as you get older, sit around, eat and drink and pipe, and got a good life. It's not bad. AC with a fire. The NFL will expand to 34 teams. Where you see expansions happening and why? I know you're talking about like internationally. I don't know if they do it too internationally to start. I don't want them to do it. That's not on the table while Roger Goodell is commissioner, I don't think. He wants to expand globally and just having those markets. So I don't think, unless it's years down the line, I don't think you're going to see the international teams happen in the immediate future. I think it's going to take a while. So, yeah, the answer is there's not enough talent right now to justify that. There just isn't. But yeah, give it back to St. Louis and San Diego or Oakland. Either one. Already got the fan base there. Why not? Peter, to fire, you ever thought about doing a Grossi Posse meetup at a game? Go, Pack, go. Yeah, so during the preseasons, wasn't able to do it this year. I was able to still see the fans, which is super dope. But I was bringing people to Lambeau for the first time, so I wanted them to experience all that. But yeah, no, I mean, that's what 30 and 30 was too. But yes, there is hopes to do that in the future. Jonathan Fire's favorite Packers season since you became a fan, and all-time favorite player. Oh, back in the day, Bubba Franks was my guy. Charles Woodson, I love Charles Woodson. He's dope. Brett Favre is how I got into football. You know, all stuff going on, but favorite season? There's like 3 that stand out. There's obviously Super Bowl 45, right? The Run the Table season is really great, and that 2013 season was really great too. Oh, those are fun seasons. They're good. I mean, 2011 was nuts, but you knew that if they played a smash mouth team, they were going to get punched. That's what the Chiefs did to them. That's what the Giants did to them. So that's it. Notorious all around. All around. When do I think the QB market will go down? I don't. With these new TV deals that are coming into, the amount of money that the NFL is about to make and will continue to make, especially if they start expanding globally, is significant. And QBs get you primetime games. QBs get you ticket sales. QBs are usually like everyone's going on the poster. So no, that market's not going down. It is not going down whatsoever. So I don't think anytime soon, to answer your question, because it is the most important, literally like the most important position in the entire game. So that's it. I appreciate you, Laura. Or what what's your weekly workout schedule look like, if I ask? And how do you make time to all the YouTube stuff you do? Good question. So it is a balance. Sundays, there's not a lot of working out that's happening because it's just busy. So like every now and every day we'll do like some pull-ups and stuff just to like keep active. Recently been hiking a lot, going hiking again tomorrow, which is good. Got into running again. I ran for a couple miles yesterday, which was nice. Doing Insanity a couple times a week, but it's sporadic. So I'm staying consistent in just like the pull-up stuff and push-up stuff, just like really quick stuff. But yeah, the times I have free, so like Wednesday afternoonish, Thursday morning, and then Saturdays until December. That's what I've been using that time to try and stay in some kind of shape besides round. Jam with a fire. Loki wants some teams in the northern states, such as Dakota or Montana. Yeah, if they can make money. Justin Witter, I'm in San Diego. I don't think people here would accept anything less than a Spanos Chargers back. Yes, Houston did, but I think people that are bitter here. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Oh, I know. Boss with fire. Apply for a new assistant brewer gig today. Talk with the head brewer at length. Would be working for a co-op brewery. Fingers crossed. Whoa! Boss, hell yeah. Let's go. Crush it. Let's get it. Come on. Lux with fire. If you're offered Joe Flacco as your backup QB, would you take him? I'm rocking with Malik Willis right now. But if we didn't have Malik Willis, 100%. Chris Fire. It's ever so wild for you living this career path? I'm giving money to type to you, yet because of your stellar performance, everyone's happy. Hey, I appreciate you. Yes, very often. And again, the thing that changed that, Chris, was 30 and 30. I've talked about this all the time. You know, like there's significant moments where I was like, oh, this is crazy. And yeah, a lot of it is like keep your head down and like work. But 30 and 30 and meeting the amount of people and seeing it like in person was a very, very crazy experience and a very humbling experience as well. So, because you got to think about it, the majority of the time, I'm also like sitting down here, like talking to a camera, right? So there could be thousands of people in here, but I don't know if those people are actually going to show up in real life. And people showed up, and it was insanity. Insanity. Packers fan, I hope so. I hope so. So, yeah, it was crazy. But it was dope as hell. I think I may make some videos with your new action figures. Will they show up? Probably in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. How many hours a week do you work? Depends on when you ask me. If it was when I was teaching, that final year especially, and also doing this, 100 hours a week. And now, this season, usually it is still 100 hours a week. It's been since 21. But that's only during the season. Off season, I still put out content Monday through Friday, but it's not 100 because I take a pretty big step back. But until I'm doing like 30 and 30 or going to 5 countries in 10 days. But now, like this season, Sunday through Tuesday. So, yeah, they're about 15-hour days-ish. Yeah, like this. I'm thinking this Sunday too. 9:30 to 9:30. Yeah, that's easy. A 15-hour day. Longer side of the video. So it's like usually 15. Then Monday's all day, so that's about 15. Then Tuesday has turned into 15, just because that's record power rankings in the morning, write the other scripted episode, film it, edit it, and then I have to set up for Chaotic Good Sports. So that's turned into... That one might be a 12-hour one. That one might be a 12. So that's like 42 for the first 3. Wednesday is GPS. I got to do predictions, which take forever. But that's gotten a lot less. So that's been nice. Thursday, if I want to do a video, cool. But then clickbait and then a stream potential video after that. And then Friday, GPS potential video, which I've been doing. And then Q&A. And Saturday's free for right now, but then December happens. So like I'd probably say it's probably around 85, 90 right now, which is the least amount that it's been in about like 3 years. So, yeah, Johnny helps out with editing the power rankings and the predictions, and he's been crushing it with those. So that's greatly appreciated. So, yeah, that's it. Tara, when you officially moved to Wisconsin, what town, suburb, if you care to share? Your top 3 sites you plan to visit first. In Beale State, I've been several times. I've never been to Madison before, and I would really like to go to Madison. It's like halfway-ish between like Green Bay and Milwaukee. So top 3 sites. I gotta eventually make it Door County. Like to go to Madison, and then I just can't wait to spend more time in Milwaukee because I just love that city. Well, big reason why I moved. So, Jam, too many. Grace with a fire. Did a safari in New Zealand and flights were terrible. It was 30-30 rough and stressful in that regard. I would imagine always being tired. Oh, yeah, I was tired every single day. I ran on 3 hours of sleep literally a night for a week. But I already did that for a school year, so I was fine. There would be times where I literally would just like go to sleep for 20 minutes because my body was like, nope. Yeah, we only missed 1 flight. Well, technically 2. And somehow, some way, it worked out, and there's only 1 delay, so... I just drove 6 hours and 48 minutes if I missed a flight. Okay, so Tourist Sinclair, the tree puncher, will have blonde hair. Yes. Bill Turret, Desire moving the figures like chess pieces. Boss with Terror. By the way, FD Signifier shouted you out in the Capitalism Racism Killed a Running Back video. Super cool long from a video Esses. He's a Bears fan, though. Yes! No, I saw that. I believe I commented on it, too. Yeah, I saw that video. It was really, really well done. It was really, really cool. I think he comments a few times. I try to hard his comments every time I see him. Keep rocking. Drew Terra, thoughts on the Pats not really having a GM and how it impacts them. I'm a Pats fan frustrated with Mayo not fixing the O-line, and I'm stuck wondering why it's a coach's job to sign talent. Well, it's not. That is a GM's job to sign talent. That's literally what the GM does, and the coach coaches the players that the GM got them. So, yeah, I think they need to figure some stuff out in New England, but they're in a rebuild for a bit. If they have Drake May, things will look a lot better than they were, like if he's the guy, but we don't know yet. So, Lake Geneva, hell yeah. Oshkosh, of course. Alexander with a 2 how'd you meet? U-Tree. I paid him. Perna talked about this too. So when we were smaller creators, Perna used to pay Tree to shout him out, like, you know, like, and just like was his sponsor. And he said this. I was like, hey, cool. So I did it one time, and I was like, hey, Tree, like, can I get a shout out? It was dope. And because like I had been watching Tree for a while, and yeah, so I met him through that, and then we just started doing some stuff together, and then clickbait, and yeah, there you go. And now he closes out every single December stream. There you go. It's been dope. It's been dope. But we're rocking. We're rocking. Packers gonna pack. Yes, their bags to go to the Super Bowl. True story. Wisconsin Dells. Full of roller coasters and theme parks. I have not. That sounds dope. That sounds pretty dope. Cardinals. Again, they need a bunch of talent, especially in like the secondary. There's some holes on that team. So Kyler plays like out of his mind. James Conner's good. You know, they'll win games, but sometimes that's going to stand in the way. LG to fire. Picked up a 7-10 split tonight for the first time. Let's go, baby. All right, let's go. Just need a bowl of 300 game, and I can't feel like I have wasted money on bowling. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Also, if you're passionate about it, that's what matters, right? If you're passionate about it, it's something you love, not wasting money on it. You know what I mean? All right, be all right. That's dope. Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's gonna be dope. It's so dope. And I'm also like, oh, summers are gonna be awesome. Summer's gonna be so cool. And I work all winter, so that's great. So Jair is questionable, Jonah. So I think so. I'm from New York. No, I'm from New York. Been a Packers fan since I was 6 years old. From New York. Will Levis looks like he could be Tom's younger brother. There's no mayo in the house. So, I'm sorry. That's it. That's it, Midwest summer. It's going to be great. It's going to be excellent. Nick Chubb will be back on the field. God, hopefully. Let's go. By week 8, let's rock. If you're a fan of planes, I wouldn't say I was a fan. Cool. They're cool. You know? You eat pizza? I can eat pizza. But I can't eat, like, with cheese. Because I'm allergic to cheese. So, yeah. Can't be doing that. Nay. Well, Willow's got to get healthy before, so. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. But, folks, I appreciate the hell out of you. We're going to skedaddle. I don't think there's anything tomorrow, unless there's some crazy news breaks at some point. But Sunday, we're going to stream 3 games. Bright and early, 9:30 in the morning, that London game. Jets, Vikings. Packers, Rams. And then we'll close it out with Steelers, Cowboys. But I appreciate the hell out of you, folks. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We're going to hit 7:15. Benny Tech, Rachel, appreciate the hell out of you. This is the coolest thing ever. But appreciate the hell out of you. Gotta go hike. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack, go. Appreciate you, folks. Oh, bad blood tomorrow. Wrestling